Students, now we'll be talking about desert. Again, in desert, we have got hot desert and cold desert. Talking about and the word itself, desert. Uh, when we uh, when we say desert, one thing which captures our mind is that something which is devoid of vegetation. So talking about hot and hot desert, we know their geographical location. Most of the hot deserts are located at the 30-degree north and south latitude, because and the reason being because of the high pressure which is formed there at that latitude, and at the same time they are formed mostly along the western margin of the continent because of the upwelling of the oceanic cold currents. Now, we can say that the desert biomes are formed due to the low level of rainfall, and this desert biome, basically covers about 20% of the Earth's surface. The temperature, which is varies, the ranges between 20 degree to 45 degrees Celsius, and the rainfall is less than 25 centimeters. Evaporation rates is basically uh, it exceeds the rainfall rate. The environment here in this hot desert biome is so lack of moisture, and there's excessive heat that it becomes unfavorable for plants to grow here. So the flora which are found here are basically uh, all this xerophytes, which has or cactus, we can say, uh, they are found here. Then fauna which are found here are small nocturnal animals like owl, then different types of rats, then snakes are found here, then scorpions are found here, um, then horned vipers, etc. are found here. Um, Talking about the adaptation part of flora and fauna, mostly in desert, here we'll find that shrubs have got well-spaced long roots to gather moisture uh, and to reach groundwater. Then the xerophytes usually have waxy and needle-shaped leaves in order to reduce the loss of water through transpiration. And and some of them you'll find that they're entirely leafless, and they have got thorns. Others, so that they can survive in the long drought condition. Now let's talk about cold desert. And these deserts are usually found above 30-degree north and south latitude in the temperate region, and unlike this hot desert, the cold deserts are usually mostly located along the eastern margin of the continent. Reason being that this region, I mean, 30 above the Tropic of Cancer and above Tropic of Capricorn, this region comes under the influence of westerly winds, and so in this part you'll find that western margin of the continent receives more rainfall than the eastern margin of the continent, and hence you'll find that most of the cold deserts are located along the eastern margin of the continent. Um, Then the precipitation here is 15 to 26 centimeters, and here these cold deserts are usually characterized by very cold winters with snowfall. They have very short, or moist and very moderately warm summers. The animals in this cold deserts uh, have to burrow, but in this case to keep warm, not to cool. Unlike in hot desert usually they burrow mainly because to keep themselves cool. But here it is just the opposite in cold desert. The widely distributed animals are jackrabbits, kangaroo rats, kangaroo mice, pocket mice, grasshopper mice, antelope, brown squirrels, kit fox, then various cold deserts are Gobi Desert, Patagonia. Your students will need to mark these cold desert, with their local names in the world map. Now let's talk about alpine. Alpine tundra is mostly located in the mountains throughout the world at high altitude above the tree line. Um, tree line is the line. It is an imaginary line above which no trees are grown. Uh, here in alpine tundra, uh, they are found in the high altitude above the tree line and just below the snow line of the mountain. In the summer, average temperature ranges from 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. In the winter, the temperatures are below freezing. In the winter season, and the winter season can last from October to May. The summer season may last from June to September. Here, the growing season is approximately 180 days. The major vegetation found here are dwarf trees, small leaf shrubs, etc. Animals which are found here are mountain goat, sheep, elk, then springtail, beetles, grasshoppers, butterflies, etc. The alpine animals usually have to deal with two types of problems. One is the cold and too much high UV rays. Uh, this is mainly because there are few atmosphere to filter UV rays from the sunlight in the mountain in the higher mountains. And here mostly one can see that warm-blooded animals are found in alpine biome. And again here you'll find that hibernation is used as hibernation is used as one of the adaptation technique. And another technique which are widely used here are the migration. And usually during the harsh winter time, they migrate to lower, warmer areas, or they go to insulate their bodies uh, with layers of fat. So with this, we have come to end of this lecture. Students will need to. I have not shown much of the map here, mainly because I want you all to work on this. And first you will make. Take a world map and then mark all these major biomes, and mail me. Okay, thank you.